So my name is Akarshit Mahajan and my student ID is 215555043. And here I have got all of the four applications which I have prepared. So first application is basically like a cute icons app. So basically whatever happens over here is that like when someone clicks on one of the icons over here present on the screen, it basically shows a message right in the center, centrally aligned, centrally vertically aligned, and centrally horizontally aligned, and below that it shows a specific clear button text over here. So any of the icons they click on, it basically shows the text right in the center of it, depending upon what kind of an icon they have clicked, and the clear text button which basically clears that text, and again basically shows this particular text, which is please touch on one of the animal icons. So now here is the application. Right in the center we have the text please touch on one of the animal icons, which is indicating for us to actually like touch on any of the animal icons. So if I click on the top left icon, it says you clicked on the cute dog, and below it it basically shows like the clear text button. Now if I click on the top right icon, it says you clicked on the capybara with a bird on its head. Then on the bottom icon it says you clicked on the group of cute cats. If I click on the clear text button, it takes me back to the normal text, the default text which was appearing when the user basically like opens the application. So it says please touch on one of the animal icons. That is the default activity. Now moving on to the second application, we have got over here the pizza ordering application, where a user can basically like log in and actually get like a pizza ordered for themselves. I will move to the pizza order activity.java, the Java file. Over here like we have implemented a couple of things. The first thing is basically over here, like you can see that on the basically the cost thing for each and every topping and the pizza base and everything. So we have implemented that thing over here. Now if I move down, we have got over here like the updated total cost. So it basically dynamically updates the cost of the pizza depending upon the user's selection. So if someone selects just the pizza base and doesn't select the toppings, it will only show the cost for the pizza base, nothing else. So I will quickly go and just run this application. So here we have got the application. Basically it's the pizza ordering application. On the top we have the logo. Second line we have basically like craft your perfect pizza dot dot dot, a line asking people to order pizza. Then we have got the option for the person to select the pizza base. Now the basic cost of the pizza base is 5.99 pounds. Now if the person wants to select some other base, it could be deep pan or thin crust, they can do it for an added cost. If they select pizza deep pan, they can add it for like 2 pounds. Now if they want to add some toppings as well, so it will basically dynamically update the cost over here. So 5.99 plus 2 pounds, it will say towards the bottom under total cost, it says 7.9. If someone wants to add toppings as well, they can select tomatoes. If they do that, then 2 pounds will get added. So I will just try to scroll this. So it the total cost becomes now 9.99. So it basically dynamically updates. Now if someone wants to, let's say like select all of the toppings, so each of the topping cost has been presented here. So the total cost now becomes 17.99, which dynamically updates on the basis of the user selection. So I will just scroll down and go to the place order button. Now if I click on place order button, it says your order will be delivered soon. So the order has been placed. Now if the user clicks on clear all, then it clears all the selections. So this is how this application works. Now we have got over here the catalog application. Basically it's a slideshow application where the person can like horizontally scroll and select their option. So this application is basically the solar system application, and the person can view the details on any of the planets they would like to in the solar system. Now here we have got the application working over here. On top it says the solar system, then it says the name of the planet which is in the view. Below it we have the image of the planet which has kind of a drop shadow. Then we have the description of that particular planet which is in view. Then just below that we have like the next button to switch to the next planet which is going to be in the view, and then we have like the slideshow of all the planets which are there in the solar system. So if I click on Venus, it goes to Venus. If I click on Earth, it goes to Earth. Now if I want to, we have the previous and next toggle buttons over here as well. If I click on previous, it goes to the previous planet. If I click on next, it goes to the next planet. Now the first planet is of course Mercury, then we cannot have a previous button, right? So we only have the next button. So if I click on previous, then it goes to Mercury. Next, next Earth. Then I can basically do a horizontal slide through on the bottom. So next. So if I click on Mars over here from the slideshow, it dynamically takes me to the Mars. So we have the description of Mars over here. We have the image of the planet Mars over here on the top of, we also have the name of the planet, which dynamically updates again. Now again, like if I go to the next planet, which is Jupiter, then we have like, again I can like toggle bit in between like any planet. Now if I go to the last planet, which is Neptune, it shows the description and everything, but one thing to note over here is that it only shows the previous button. It doesn't show the next button because there is no planet next to Neptune, so that makes sense. If I click on previous, it takes me to Uranus, and that's how this application actually works for me. And on top of that, you can see basically the Uranus name. Now the next application we have got over here is the login register application, which is the last app for this assignment. So here we have got the default activity, which is the login activity.java. So the first time the person comes, they are taken to the login activity. Now if someone clicks on register here, this particular text don't have an account, register here, they are going to be taken to the registration activity.java. So I will just click over here and it will take me to this particular screen. Now if I click on the banner on the top, already have an account, click here. If I click on that, it will take me back to the login screen. So if I will go again back to the register here, so I will basically create a new account and I will try to log in later. So here I will just enter my information and show you how it works. So here I need to enter my full name, first name and last name. So I will enter that. So here one thing to note over here is that we have a 20 character limit. I cannot enter more characters than that. Then we need to select the gender, so male it is. So I can just, if I click over here, I will just see the date of birth. I will select a random date for now. I mean, for the purpose of just creating an account and showing you. I will move to the next option, which is basically selecting the username. So username in this case is basically the email. Email gets stored in Firebase, so that is what we are going to enter over here. So I will just move down here. So here I will just enter an email. So I will just select an email. I will enter a random email. Um, Akarshit 7545232 @ gmail.com. So here one thing to note, we have a 50 character limit. We cannot enter more characters than that for selecting an email or username. Then I will enter the password over here. I will select a password. So it's basically, it comes in an encrypted form. So I will select a similar kind of a password. And if I click on this toggle over here, it basically shows me the password again. And if I click on back on it, then it will again like hide the password. Then I have to re-enter the same password in order to continue ahead. Again, we have like a 20 character limit for the password. Now if I click on tick and if I click on register, it will say registration successful. Now you can log into your account and it will take me back to the login activity. So I will just log into the account and show you if the user has been created in Firebase or not. So I will just log in with the same details. um, Now I'm logging into the account. Now I can here see like login successful toast message, and here I can see the dashboard, and I can see the email as well of my account, the account which I have registered with. I cannot see other details because Firebase authentication is not taking it up. If I click on log out, it takes me back to the login page. It says toast message, you have been logged out. If I go to the register page, again, like if I, one thing I wanted to mention, if I have like different passwords over here, and if I try to click on register, then it will say authentication failed. It will not work. So this is how my application work, and these are all of my applications which I have created for the purpose of this assignment. Thank you very much.